Hello and welcome to this film, which is all about the combustion reactions practical, in which you'll be basically burning some things. Now, the things that we're going to try and burn first up, or the things that you're going to try and burn, are steel wool, so iron, and magnesium ribbon, which is magnesium in this kind of strip form. Okay, and it's a very, very simple prac, but we should be very careful when we do it. So I've got a heat mat here. I've got some tongs because we don't want to hold these metals in our fingers while we're burning them. I've got a Bunsen burner, and our Bunsen's going to be set on about a half open flame when we're heating these things, so we can get them nice and hot. There's also a demo experiment which your teacher will show you, and for that you'll need these two gas jars full of oxygen. Now, as I say, the experiment is simple. In fact, it couldn't be much simpler. All you do is you take the substance that you're about to burn. So here I would take the iron and I'd put it in my Bunsen flame until it seems to catch fire. Now, the iron wool doesn't really burst into flame, but you'll definitely see something going on. So you're going to do it in the Bunsen. Your teacher is going to put it into the Bunsen to get it nice and hot and to start burning, and then they're going to plunge that iron wool into a gas jar of oxygen. Okay, so we're going to take the magnesium in a pair of tongs. Okay, grab that magnesium in your pair of tongs, and you're going to set it on fire in the Bunsen, but it's really important to be careful with the magnesium. Magnesium gives off a very, very bright light when it burns. In fact, it used to be used in photography as a flash. Okay, so when you're setting it on fire, put it in your Bunsen and then look away from it slightly. So maybe look at your hand or the tongs when it's catching fire, rather than looking directly at it, because looking directly at it is a little bit like looking at the sun. It can cause some damage to your retina, and you can actually end up with some permanent white spots on your retina. So quite important, when the magnesium catches fire, don't look at it directly. Do have a look at it afterwards, and just like you did with the iron, have a look at what it kind of turns into after it's burned. And your teacher, of course, they'll be demonstrating putting this magnesium into the gas jar full of oxygen and seeing whether the burning reaction is any different when we burn it in pure oxygen as opposed to when we burn it in air. So as I say, very simple experiment to set up, but one that you need to take a lot of care with. So make sure you write yourself a nice clear method before you start it, paying attention to those safety things we've talked about. And if you're not sure about anything, then please ask your teacher before you get started.